What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the We Run on Coffee podcast. I'm Erica,
And I'm Marissa.
and today we are bringing you our Spotify Wrapped. This is our
Yes.
annual tradition. I think this is our third one, or I don't know. I think.
Yeah, something like that.
And we love bringing you guys our Wrapped, especially because our Wraps are very different from each other, which makes it super
They're so
fun.
different.
So, got to do it. So, anyways, that's what we're doing today. And of course, stay tuned to the end. We have a big announcement at the end. And we run on coffee wrapped. So, the stats
hmm
about you guys, the listeners, which will be really fun.
hmm
So,
Yes.
before we get into all of that, what are you drinking this morning?
Okay, so I know last time that we recorded, I said I was gonna have the new Alani
Yeah.
flavor. And I do have it, but I got this from the store yesterday, which is also a winter themed beverage, so I chose
Okay.
this one instead.
Love it.
So it's the Bloom
Oh,
winter
yeah.
one,
I feel
and
like you've
it's
been liking
Glacier
these.
Crush.
Nice.
I I think they're fine. I think out of the three winter flavored ones that I've had, the Alani Winter Wonderland, the Bloom Glacier Crush, and then the Unwell Frosted Cranberry, I think I like the Unwell one the most.
Okay,
I
tea.
know.
Unwell beverage. Okay.
This
That's
one is
interesting.
like you ever had the I don't remember exactly what it's called, like maybe Arctic Cherry Gatorade?
I don't know.
It's
It
like a
doesn't
white
ring a
cherry
bell.
Gatorade.
Gotcha.
It's like it's like a frosted white color. I don't know. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make any sense. But I think this tastes like that. It's like a white
Interesting.
cherry flavor, which is not what I would expect for a winter
Yeah.
flavor, but
Yeah.
it's good.
Sounds good. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
cherry flavor in general. So I did not show Marissa yet because I was waiting for the pod. Okay, so I have a festive
I
mug.
know.
We always
She said, I have my naughty or nice mug. She almost picks it
yes.
up. She's like, never mind.
I was like, wait, wait, wait. Yeah, so as you guys can tell, we have our Christmas decor up. I have it in the background. So if you're not on video, come to video. You can see my Christmas tree. It's very pretty.
I know. I was going to sit in front of my Christmas tree, but Scarlett's playing downstairs, and we would have had a rogue
Yeah,
toy hit us in the face in the middle
right.
of recording.
That's action. Yeah. So every year when we get out our Christmas decor, we have Christmas mugs that are stored with them. So we only use them at Christmas time, which I think is really fun. So this is one of mine, you guys. This is my naughty and nice
Oh, that's
mug.
really
Isn't that
cute. Do
cute?
you
It's
remember
I
where
think
you
it's from
got it?
Target. Yeah,
Mm.
I
It's
think.
tall.
It actually doesn't say it is. It's like a tall and skinny kind of mug. Not super skinny, but you
hmm
all know. And the inside's red. I don't want to tip it too much, but very cute. I was telling my vlog this morning. Oh, I'm vlogging, by the way, you guys. Check out my YouTube channel if you want to watch Vlogmas. But I was telling my vlog I'm a left-handed mug drinker. I don't know if that's common for right-handed
Oh,
people or
I guess
not,
I've never
but
thought about that.
I'm always doing left-handed. I don't know why.
Interesting.
Yeah. So,
What made
anyways,
you like reflect on that and realize that you
um,
were left-handed?
well, actually, it was a long time ago that I realized that because some mugs are made right-handed, so their main design's only here. And I'm always looking at it, and I'm like,
Oh,
why does the other side have nothing on it? And I'm like, oh, probably because most people are right-handed and they hold it the other way. So I
got it.
noticed that. But then today, when I was holding this on my vlog and on the nice side, I was like, it's not because I'm choosing the nice side. It's just because I'm left-handed on my mug. But that's it. In
Oh,
all other areas of my life, right-handed. I don't know why. I'm just a left-handed mug drinker.
that's so funny. I was left-sided in gymnastics, and
Oh, that's interesting.
funny enough, I like lead with my left foot when I cycle, which is
Yeah.
uncommon. People usually lead with their right foot.
Hmm.
So basically that means like which foot you're stepping on the beat for.
Yeah.
And I always step with my left foot. So I guess I'm left-sided dominant
Yeah.
on my legs, but I'm right-sided dominant on my like upper body.
That's interesting. I'm definitely right-sided in dance, like normal
Really?
right side with my right
I
hand, and I'm right eye dominant. Like I'm mostly all right side.
I guess I would assume that when I did dance when I was like a really young kid, I was also left side dominant
Probably.
because that's how I transitioned into gymnastics.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that was a
Crazy.
weird tangent.
It was, but we love, we love.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can tell everybody, but my voice is a little deeper than normal because I'm a little bit sick.
She's
It's
sicky.
the it's like a weird sick. I've had a
Mm,
headache basically since Thursday night and it's
mm,
Sunday, which is really frustrating. It's
yeah,
gone away for like maybe a couple hours here and there. And then I had a sore throat Thursday and then Friday. And then I think it went away like halfway through Saturday. But it's definitely like settling in my lungs now, which is where I feel like I'm going to start to feel a little extra shitty is when I
yeah.
actually start coughing stuff up because Kyle was sick and he got
Mm,
it like Monday midday and he had to leave work early and then he called off Tuesday.
dang.
But I haven't felt bad enough that I feel like I can't do stuff during the day,
Yeah,
but I also don't feel well enough that I feel like I can just keep going at my normal
yeah,
pace either.
yeah. That makes sense.
Those are the most annoying six. Like I feel like I'd rather feel like I can't do anything and just like actually
Ride it
rest.
out.
But this is
Yeah.
like the weird sick where I'm 75%, so I feel like I could do everything, but I know that's gonna make me feel like 20% tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. No, that makes sense. That's exactly, I was telling Marissa, I called off work on Friday for a sick day, and I wasn't really that sick, but I was just like, I don't feel like I can actually work all day. Like, I just don't feel like I have
Yeah.
the energy to actually work all day, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to sit here. And it was nice. I was just like, I woke up and I couldn't breathe. It was like that.
Yeah.
And I, as we've learned, have allergies of all seasons. So I was like, I don't
Mhm.
know, maybe it's something like that. And the air in my house is so dry. I feel like I just been like
Yeah.
sore and like dry. I don't know. But
Yeah, Kyle
it's
thought
that
that his
season.
was just allergies, but I guess this takes us into our catch up. This is like the most recent thing
Yeah.
that happened, but I'll start with it in the catch up. We went to Baltimore for the Bengals
Oh
Ravens game,
yeah.
and the Bengals won, which was amazing. It was so fun because I know we've been to the Ravens Stadium before, but at that game, the Bengals lost. So it
Mm-hmm.
was really like tough to be a Bengals fan
Yeah,
at that
not the
stadium,
vibes.
seeing how like excited everybody was. But this time, it was so empowering to watch all of the
Ooh.
Ravens fans just like pout and walk out like 10 minutes early
Yeah.
when they knew they couldn't win.
And I assume
And it
there's way
was,
more of them since it's their home field. So
oh,
it's
for
like
sure. I
just the
mean,
few
the
of you that are
Bengals,
there, you're like, yeah.
yeah, the Bengals traveled well because it is only like 5 or 6 hours from Columbus
Okay, yeah.
or like from Cincinnati. Well, maybe farther from Cincinnati, but from
Yeah, I was gonna
Ohio in
say.
general
Yeah.
to get there. So I feel like they traveled well, but it definitely wasn't like we were at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
But it was really fun. We went with my parents, and Kyle was thinking that's where his sick came from because you were all the way up in the top bowl of the stadium, and the
Right.
wind was like beating us the whole time. The wind chill was like 24. It was freezing.
Dang.
And he thought that it was just like drainage from allergies, being outside in the cold. But then he got to like body aches,
Right.
extra
Oh,
tired, and he was like, eh, it's not
horrible.
just allergies anymore.
Yeah, that's rough.
But
Dang.
that was my like most recent thing in my catch up, I guess. So now let's fast rewind all the way back to the last time we recorded.
Yeah.
So when we did that, I was going that day to go and film my test out ride
Yeah,
for
that's
cycle
right.
training. And I did not pass that test out ride, but I did
Uh-uh.
get to do it again,
Uh-huh.
and I passed the second
Oh, that's
time.
good. Oh my gosh, I'm so
Yes.
surprised to hear this.
I was really sad that I didn't pass the first
Yeah.
time because it's not common to not pass the first
Yeah.
time, but
Okay.
I think all the feedback that they gave me was really helpful to help me prepare
Yeah.
and do better the second time. And then I've been teaching every Thursday
Wow,
since.
that's crazy.
I know. I just on Friday, while I was a little bit sick, taught my community ride. So,
Mm-hmm.
your community ride is when you have a free ride for the community to come and learn who you are as an instructor.
Yeah.
And totally wasn't like my best class that I've taught so far because I was definitely a little bit sick. But everybody said they had a really fun time. They said my playlist was awesome. I liked
Nice.
my playlist a lot and it was really fun. I had a bunch of friends go, so that was really cool to see.
Yeah, that's
And
fun.
then I feel like that's really all I've been doing is cycling and going to work, and that's about it. The only other fun thing is that me and my friend Hunter decided we're gonna have a chat every week. We're gonna call
Oh,
each other
fun.
every week, and we did our first one on Friday, and that was like we just like caught up, but then we started
Mm-hmm.
talking a little bit the next day about like what our plans are for running the marathon next year.
Yeah.
And I think we've decided we're doing a different marathon,
Oh.
still in Hawaii,
Oh,
just at
okay.
a different time
Yeah. No, that's
and on a
exciting.
different island of
No
Hawaii.
way. That's so fun. I'm
Yeah,
excited
so
that you guys are gonna do that.
it'll be really fun. And then the last thing, oh, I forgot. The week before Thanksgiving, I got to last minute go to a Capitals game, which is the hockey team here,
Mm-hmm.
and that was really fun. I would love to go
Nice.
to another one sometime, but I've never been to a hockey game other than like my college hockey team,
Yeah.
and it was really cool. Like we were really high up, but it was still really good seats and the energy was really awesome, and I highly recommend going to a hockey game if you haven't been to one.
Nice. Fun. That reminds me that I've just really been wanting to go ice skating. I feel like I haven't gone in a couple years and I love ice skating.
I know. Me and Kyle went one year, like back in high school or maybe when I was in college, and his ankles were just like really weak and he couldn't do it very
Yee.
well.
Yeah.
And so I want to try again now that he's not like doing football all the time and his ankles are still weak and see if he's. We did go one time here,
Mm-hmm.
actually, now that I'm remembering, and he had fun, but he wasn't the best at it.
Yeah.
So I would like to try it again and see if he can get better.
That's funny. I feel like that's Angelo. He's like, it's not his favorite thing to do, and he feels like he's not that good at it. And I'm just like
Hmm.
circling going like zoom, zoom, zoom. We went once with the boy's cousin Andrew. He played hockey, so he brought his hockey skates and he was just zooming. And I was like, "Let's race!" And Angela's just over there by himself. I'm like, "I'm sorry."
The
I
place that we
love
can
skating.
go, it's outside, so it's really cute,
Oh yeah,
and there's like Christmas lights that you can walk through too. So I would
that's
like to go
fun.
before the end of the season.
Yeah, that's vibes. I like that.
Yeah.
Dang.
Get a hot
Okay.
chalky, go ice skating, walk
Yeah,
around, see some lights.
I need to do that.
We did go on like the Saturday after Thanksgiving. We went and did like a drive-through light show,
Oh
but it
yeah.
was really bad.
Oh,
It was
boo.
like they said that it was like 2.5 miles of driving through Christmas lights, and I
Oh,
was like, I assumed it was like the one in our like me and Kyle's hometown that we've been
yeah.
to before. Have you ever had a chance to go to that one?
No.
Totally should.
Is it
It's
good?
really good. It's
Okay.
like themed to music. You turn on the radio in your car and it like is a light show to that.
Yeah.
And that one's really good. I was assuming it would be like that. No music, like
Dang.
lights sporadically, like every like quarter of a mile. It was not great.
Not it. Dang, that
No.
sucks. Did you have to pay?
Yeah, it was like $30 a
Dang,
car. And
that
there was four of us,
sucks.
so like it ended up seeming like it was
Yeah,
worth it, but
still.
knowing what it could be, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, that's a garbage.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your all catch-ups?
I think so. I'm
Okay.
also remembering more and more as we're going. I went to the holiday market in DC,
Oh, fun.
and it wasn't really like just holiday themed. It was just a bunch of vendors that were
Yeah,
out with like themed booths around
right.
them. Not every booth was themed. And I
Yeah.
got two prints. One of them was a coffee print and one of them was a
Ooh.
bourbon print.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get frames and put them above like our bar cart in our
Ooh.
kitchen.
I like
Yeah.
that. That's cute.
I like it too. But I think that's it. I think that's the last thing that I'm remembering I didn't say already.
Okay, so I just went back in my calendar, you guys, so I could tell you because I forgot the last time we recorded was kind of a long time ago.
I know me and Erica both thought it was like a week or two ago.
It's like 4 weeks, guys. So last time we talked, that same day, I had tr bachelorette trip planning with my friend.
Mm,
So it's kind of feels so far away now. And shout out to Marissa. She's my number one. She's like, I'm just gonna pay you right now. So
I
Marissa's coming on my
know.
bachelorette. So excited. But
Am I the only one that's paid so
you
far?
are. Yeah. I know. You were
I'm
like
the
right
only
away.
one
Boom.
going.
I know. Yeah, Marissa's
I
just
didn't
me and
want to
Marissa.
forget
I
because
know.
spoiler alert, me and Erica are going on a vacation this weekend
Yeah.
and we forgot to pay, so we paid like last week
Oh, yeah, yeah,
saying
yeah.
we were going.
So you just did it all at once. You're like, boom, boom, boom. I'm going on these
Yeah.
trips.
Exactly. We both forgot, me and Kyle, and then we were like texting his
Oops.
sister. We're like, "How much was it again?" We forget.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, so me and my friend Cheyenne got together and we planned everything. And spoiler, we found an Airbnb, which was really hard. Holy shit. I was really surprised, you guys. I have all 10 of my bridesmaids wanted to go. Actually, just kidding. I think eight. I don't think my mom's bringing my like little sisters who are younger.
Mm.
But all eight of my bridesmaids want to go, and I invited friends, and I invited some family members, and everyone wanted, not one person said no. I was like,
It's like 20 people, right?
yes, it was, I think 18, yeah. And so I was like,
Okay.
I was so shocked that no one was unavailable or like didn't want to spend the money or whatever. Like everyone was like, no, we're all in. I'm like, oh my God, that's like awesome, but it's hard to find an Airbnb for that. So I finally found one. We have like two condos that are next door to each other, like connected or whatever. And I'm so excited. So, anyways,
I am
that's
too.
planned. We're going to
I
Nashville. I'm really
I
excited.
was so sad because in April when I went to Nashville,
Yeah.
I saw that like there was a new bar opening and nobody knew what it was because there was nothing posted on the bar
Hmm.
saying like whose bar it was going to be. And then in July, Post Malone announced that it was his bar opening
Oh,
and
yeah.
now it's open so we get to go.
Yes, and I was really excited because I remember how much you talked about the Jelly Roll and the Bunny XO floor at the Jelly Roll bar. I
Hmm.
really want to do that too because I've never seen that
Yeah.
one.
I
That's
think
new.
that the Post Malone one might even be a nice one that we can go to lunch for so we can actually
Oh,
see
yeah.
like what it looks like there and then we could go
Hmm.
to like Jelly Rolls at night because I really liked the vibes at Jelly Rolls.
I'm excited
I
to
mean, of
see
course,
it.
you choose what you want to do, but
Yeah.
that's my opinion.
So excited. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm just so excited. So, anyways, yes, that is happening. We're going to Nashville. It's very exciting. And that same day that we recorded, I planned my bachelorette. And then after that, I had my birthday dinner with Angela's family. So
Oh, yes.
that was fun.
I
And
forgot your
then
birthday's happened
I
since then,
know,
too.
I know, 27, you guys. Is that how old I am? I think so.
Hmm.
And then
Hmm.
Me and Angelo had our anniversary dinner, so we went to Firebirds. I don't know if you've heard of Firebirds, it's like a steakhouse.
Yeah,
It
there's
was
one
so
down the
good.
road from us that's
Okay,
opened,
maybe
but
we
we
talked
haven't
about
been yet.
this. Dude, it's so good. So yeah, we had Firebirds, and our anniversary is on Veterans Day, and for Veterans Day they do free meal for the veteran. So literally, we bought my steak, which is probably like $30,
Yeah, 30
30
to
or 40. Yeah,
$50.
I think it's 30 or 40, and then Angelo's was free. And the waiter even told us too, he's like, if you wanted to get like, you could both get surf and turf and then only pay for one. He was like, literally anything on the menu you can both get, and the veterans is free. I was like, that's
Angelo
the
should have gone
best.
crazy.
I
He should have gotten
know.
the biggest fillet on the menu,
Yeah,
a
he was like,
lobster
I just want
tail.
a filet mignon. That's all I want. I was like, okay. It was really good though. He loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
Filet's
an,
my favorite cut of steak
is
too.
it?
It's the only one that I really like, but it's so expensive, so I
It
never
is.
get it.
I think I got a ribeye, but I can't remember, to be honest. But yeah, Angela got filet, and it was the bacon on it. Oh, it was so good. Yeah. So we got that, and that's definitely the nicest veterans discount we've ever gotten ever in our lives. Sounds
Yeah, that's
amazing.
a
So
really nice one.
shout out to Firebirds, and if you guys are listening and you have a veteran and you want to take them, get your reservation in advance. That's the only thing is that
Oh,
like
for
you can't just
sure.
like go that day. It is packed.
I
And it's
bet.
so cute because you see all the old men like just eating together with their wives with their hats that's like, like Vietnam vet, and they're so cute, and you know that they get to eat for free. And it's just like so awesome. So
Meanwhile,
I
you're
love
like
that.
celebrating two things. You're like, we're
Yes.
absolutely going for Angelo,
Yes.
but also happy anniversary to both of
Yes,
us.
and we told the waiter asked like if there was an occasion, and we were like, yes, Veterans Day, but also it's our 8-year anniversary, and he was like, oh my gosh, you guys like chose to get married on Veterans Day, and I was like, oh, no, we're not married
You're
yet. I
like,
said our
do
wedding's
it.
next year, and he's
Does
like,
it look
okay,
like we're
okay.
old enough to be married for
I
eight
know. I
years?
was like, I guess I do have my ring on, but just an engagement ring. But that was
Yeah.
funny. So we did that. Let's see what else we got, guys. We have so much. I had a birthday. Okay. Never mind. I don't know if I want to get into this. I had a
Okay.
birthday party, air quote, at my house, and it was
Uh
supposed to have 7 or 9 people, something like that, and nobody showed up.
huh.
Everybody canceled last second, and only Grace, Angela's sister, and then my friend Cree came for like an hour or so, and that was the only people that came. And
Do
everyone
we
else
need to
canceled last
spite
second.
all of
I
them?
was really, really sad, to be honest, because I was already like going through it, and then like no one showed up, and I was just like, I'm so upset. So, anyways, I'm not getting into that, but like, yeah, that was a thing, and
No.
it actually made me really sad. So,
But remember, they all do still love you because they're all coming to your bachelorette
I
party.
know, it's true. Yeah, you can't back out for that. And if so, you ain't getting your
Yeah.
money back. I'm sorry, but someone's
Nope.
got to pay for this Airbnb.
Yeah. Now your money's going towards somebody else that gets an extra room for free.
Right? Oh my gosh. Also, this is so cool. I think I might have talked about it. I'm not sure, but Sydney, at my bridal brunch, I sat Sydney, my cousin, next to Maddie, my sister on my dad's side. They're the same
hmm
age, and I knew Maddie wouldn't know anyone. And then I knew Sydney can talk to anyone, and like she's so nice and sweet. So I sat them next to each other, and they have been talking like every day since. Like every day.
Yay.
And Sydney even texted me yesterday and said, I just have to thank you again for sitting me next to your sister Maddie at the bridal brunch because we're literally best friends. And I was like,
Aw,
what?
that's so
That's so
cute.
cute.
Are they
And so
gonna
now they're
share a room?
besties. They are, yeah.
Oh,
Maddie
yay.
and Sydney, since they're sisters, and then I think Amelia and my sister Maddie are all going to share like a double bunk
Okay.
room, which will be so cute for
Aw,
them.
that is so
So
cute.
love that. I went to New York. I did a
Yes.
lot in the last few weeks, you guys. I'll post some pictures on the Instagram story, but went to New York with my mom and my sisters. So fun. Did not see the Rockefeller tree, which I shouted out to you guys. It was there and they had it up, but it was literally covered in scaffolding all the way around. They were hiding
Oh,
it.
they were probably adding the
Yeah.
lighting.
So you couldn't even see it until the lighting, which was like seriously like a couple days after we left, like
I
so close to our
think
trip.
my like work we use Microsoft and like my the
Oh, yeah.
Windows 11 has like the weird updates that it shows you like what's happening, like what
Yeah.
day it is, and it said lighting of the Rockefeller tree, and I was like,
Yes,
I think Erica already came back from New
I
York,
did.
and I was like,
So
no, it's so
sad.
sad.
I know. And I told you guys too in the last episode, like, I'll post a picture of the Rockefeller tree on our Instagram. And I did, but it wasn't my picture because I was not there in time. So
Yeah,
that was really depressing. What else I do? Oh, we had Thanksgiving, normal
yeah, yeah,
stuff, nothing
yeah.
crazy. And then, okay. So this past weekend, really close to now, is like a week ago, we had all the bridesmaids go bridesmaid shopping for a second time. And everybody
hmm
came except 2 people. So we had almost everybody, 8 out of 10. And 8 out of 10 girls found their dress that day. So I was like, yes,
Yay.
so happy. So some people bought them, some people are going to buy them later, but like everyone has
hmm
them. I made like a little Canva of the lineup of all the dresses
Mm-hmm.
just next to each other so we can see what it looks like, which it looks really good.
Good.
And that's a weight off my shoulders. Also, that day I was so stressed. Like, okay, having 8 girls in one place, all trying on different dresses all at the same time. They're coming out. Erica, what do you think? Like, left, right, center, all the way around. And I'm just like, I don't know. And then I started to like crumble. I was like, I can't. I told my mom, I was like, I don't see the vision anymore. It just looks like a mess. Like, I was just having the worst
Mm.
time. And then we were at Dublin, or we were at Easton, David's bridal. And the
Mm-hmm.
workers were like, just okay, but like not super helpful. And it was just not the best experience. And so my younger sister, Addie, she's wearing a floral print. And they, at that store, they told us it was going out of, whatever it's called, retiring or whatever is going out.
Mm.
And we can't order it for you and we don't have it. And we were like,
Oh, well,
frick,
that's
we need it.
unhelpful.
I'm like, we need this dress because me and my mom decided, and she's totally right. My mom was like, you need the statement dresses, you need the full sequin, you need the flowers to tie it all together. Otherwise, it seriously just looks like random shades of green that look weird. So we were like, let's drive to Dublin because that's where Addie tried the dress and it fit and they had
Mm-hmm.
it like a couple weeks before. So we drove to Dublin and I think just one, two, three, four bridesmaids came to Dublin. The rest went home. And Dublin was like literally 11 out of 10 experience. The workers were so nice. Everyone was helpful.
Dang.
They told us that the freaking people at Easton were lying to us about certain ones because when I left Easton, I asked the worker. She showed me all the dresses in the profile that she saved, which by the way, actually I'm not even getting into it. They made me like multiple accounts. They got it all screwed up. And so she shows me all the dresses and I said, are any of those going to be going out of, I don't know what the word is that they kept saying, but a lot of dresses like retire or whatever, and colors too. And so I asked her, are any colors or any styles retiring? Do I need to like tell any of my bridesmaids to get them today? She's like, no, you're safe, you're good. The only one that was retiring or whatever. Oh, discontinue. That's the word.
Mm.
Sydney bought a dress that day, and guess what? It was $60. She got a clearance dress. Yeah, and it was so. It was her. It wasn't like, oh, it's $60, so I'll just get it. No, it's one she put on. We were like, that's gorgeous. That's your dress. It's beautiful on you. It fits you right. And then the girl scanned it, and she goes, oh, it's $60 on sale. We were like, what?
And Sydney's like, give me that dress. I'm getting out.
Yes! Which makes up for the fact that Maddie's was 250, but we don't have to talk
Oh.
about it. It was gorge though. They were both beautiful. But Sydney ordered that and it was literally within hours of being taken off the website. They told us they were like, it would have been gone in like 6 hours or something like that. Like
Oh my
you
goodness.
barely got it. So that was good. But
Dang.
they told us no, none of them are discontinuing except for Sydney's. Like, you're all good. Go over to Dublin, walk in, check in with the lady at the front, tell her the whole story. We've been to Easton. We need to see if we have the flower dress. We're having a rough time, whatever. And she pulls up the accounts and she's like, you have multiple accounts. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I told them over at Easton that I only had one, but they kept telling me they can't find it. They can't find it. They made a new one. So she fixes my accounts and then she transfers all the dresses to my correct one with my correct email. And then she looks at them and she goes, did you buy the sequin dress today? And I said, no. And she's like, that
No.
is literally going to
Taylor's
be
dress.
discontinued so soon. And actually, it's actually not Taylor's anymore. It was
Oh.
Taylor's dress, but then someone else tried it, my friend Cree, and she liked it. So Taylor like would have bought it if I told her to, but it wasn't her favorite dress. She had other ones that she liked
Mm.
more on her, but we were like, we need the sequin dress, so you might be getting it anyway. And she was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
But then when Cree came for this was Cree's first time, she tried on a ton of dresses and she didn't like any on her except the sequin one. So that worked
Good.
out for them.
Yay. So now
But they were
Taylor can
like,
find one that looks a little better or like she's more
yes,
passionate about
yes.
wearing.
And she did. I think it was $80, the one that she found that she really
Oh,
liked. So
perfect.
it worked out. But yeah, they were like, this sequin one's going to discontinue like within the month. You need to buy it now. I'm like, bruh, they
Was
lied to
Cree
me at
there
the other
still?
store. No. So it was so stressful. So luckily they
Did you
had
have
it.
to like buy it for
Well,
her?
we had to put it on layaway basically. So they
Okay.
had it in her size, thank God. So I put it on layaway and you pay like, I don't know, 20, 10 or 20% of it. And then you come back within 2 months. So I think she has to go back by like January 30th or something and pay the
Oh,
rest and then she can take it. So thank
good.
God we did that. And then they also told me at the Dublin store that this color, martini olive, which a lot of my bridesmaids are wearing, is getting discontinued very soon. I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. So then I'm texting everyone like, hey, Taylor, you need to buy your dress because she's wearing martini olive and my younger sister's wearing martini olive. I was just like, this is stressful. Anyways, all that to say, apparently I was very stressed because multiple of my friends texted me and was like, "Are you doing okay? Like, I know you were really stressed today. I could tell. Like, are you okay? Whatever." I was like, "Geez, I must have been really bad." But it was a lot. It's a lot to
Yeah,
coordinate.
it
So
is.
anyway, there's that. Like I said, it'd be easier if I just said, "Everyone go pick a martini olive dress. We're done." But I was like,
Yeah,
no, I
but
really need you guys
that's
at
not what you
once. I
want.
really need to see it. I really need to coordinate it. It was just a mess.
Hmm.
So, oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. And one more catch up, you guys. I have so many things. I had an embroidery night with my friends, which was really fun. I taught all my friends how to embroider and I taught them some stitches. And then Tayla's making like embroidered stockings with their names on them, which is so cute, like one for her and one for her dog and stuff. And then Lauren is embroidering her Carhartt hat with the little Carhartt logo. She's putting like flowers around it, and it's so cute.
Cute.
So that was really fun. And I'm into embroidering right now. So yeah, that's my full catch up. That was crazy.
Yay.
We're
I
literally
like
30
it.
minutes in. But
That's okay.
I want to say, you guys, tune into video, like I said before. If you want to see our stats, because I'm going to put them on the screen when I edit as well, so that you can see them visually. And of course, they'll be on the Instagram, like always. So
Hmm.
follow us there. And I guess we should dive in. It's kind of long.
Yeah,
There's like a lot
I
this year.
know. There
Okay,
is a lot. It was way better than last year.
that's
I
what a
don't
lot of
know
people are saying.
what
I kind of forgot about last year's. I should pull it up and look at it. But a
I
lot
don't
of
know
people said
what
that.
the heck they were doing last year, but it was horrible. And this one was a lot better. I
I
liked
guess
it.
people's theory is that they used AI too heavily last year, and then this year they
Yeah,
put their
that's what
touch
I've
back on it.
heard.
We're going to go in order of if you looked at your own Wrapped, this is the exact order it was in. So, starting off with minutes listened to Spotify, I am clocked in at 70,000. When we know this happens every year, mine's ridiculous because I just play it all day at my house, but 70,595 minutes, which is 49 consecutive days of listening on Spotify only.
That's crazy.
It's so
And
crazy.
then mine was a little less. I had 43,327 minutes, which was 30 days.
Nice. A month. A listening
Yeah,
month.
just a month.
A month. Okay, so now we're going to head into genres. So we're going to do number of genres and then our top five. Maybe we can just do them both at once. But
Yeah,
I am how much? I can't read it. 269 genres, which my friends and I were talking about this and we're like, they obviously have many subgenres, which we probably
for
know, but
sure.
like 300 genres really. So 269 genres of music. And then these are my top five. Number five, oldies. Surprising. Number four, rap. Also surprising. These don't make sense to me, in my opinion. Number three, musicals. Number two, pop rap. And number one, honky tonk. I would have thought that at least three of these would have been like country related genres. So I'm not
Hmm.
exactly sure how they figure this out, but yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
Well, mine says 196 genres. And
nice.
then going from five up, I have number five is hip hop. Number four is country, which I don't
That's
understand
surprising.
because I don't
Yeah,
listen to a single country song.
that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
my theory is that that's just Post Malone, like any of his songs that
Oh,
I
that could
listen
be.
to. And
Yeah.
then three, dance pop, two, pop punk, and one, melodic
What
rap,
is
which
melodic
I
rap?
agree.
Is that
Um,
like
it's not
Connor
pop
Price
rap, so
vibe
it's
or
yeah, it's
okay?
not pop rap where it's like singing and a rap verse.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't know,
Okay.
more melodic, I guess.
That's funny. Oh, I'm not surprised by your listening age. I obviously haven't seen yours yet because Marissa put hers in
Uh-huh.
this morning, so I'm not surprised by that. But my listening age, I was surprised by. I'm 18. I was mostly into new music, which I think makes sense because I listen to a lot of new country, like all the time. I'm
Yeah.
listening to new songs.
Yeah, my age definitely makes sense. It says that I was 39 since I was into music from the early 2000s, which is
Yeah,
totally right.
tracks. Okay, this is the number of songs we listen to, which I found really interesting, and I'm guessing
Uh-huh.
it's like uniquely. Like I listened to
Yeah.
3,036 different songs, is what I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
apparently that makes sense as to my listening age being 18 and listening to a lot of new stuff. 3,036 songs from me.
Mine was a lot less than Erica's. I'm a loyalist, I guess, and I
You
don't listen
are.
to a lot of different songs, but it says I listened to 1,370 songs this year.
Dang. Okay, I'm gonna skip down to my top five songs for you guys, and then I'll
Oh,
go into my
okay.
number one. So I feel like that makes sense. So my top five is so boring looking. I sent it to Nat, I sent it to Sydney and Maddie because they all listen to country, and I was like, "We get it. You're basic. Like mine is so basic, country and boring." But my number five was the song "Just in Case" by Morgan Wallen. My number four was the song Love Somebody by Morgan Wallen. My number three was the song Smile by Morgan Wallen. My number two was like a curveball. I didn't expect this, but it was Weren't for the
Hmm.
Wind by Ella Langley. And then my number one, guess who it is, guys? My number one song is I'm the Problem, Morgan Wallen, which is also his title track of his album. And it says I listened to this 113 times this year. So that's my top five. Very Morgan Wallen heavy.
Okay, so my top 5 songs is heavily, heavily, heavily influenced by my cycle
Is it?
training because
Yeah.
I re-listened to these songs like thousands of
Over and
times.
over.
Well, not actually thousands of times, we'll learn.
Right.
But out of 5 of these songs, 4 of them are songs that I used for auditions.
Oh,
So
wow.
they definitely
That's
were
crazy.
heavily, heavily listened to. So my number 5 song was Bulletproof by LaRue, which was an audition song. Number 4 was Caramel by Sleep Token, which was not an audition song. It's just a song I really do like.
That's one of the
Uh,
top artists of my cousin, actually. She sent me hers this
really?
year, which was very different from her. Last year she was into country. This year she's more into like basically everything you listen to. And that was
Okay.
one of her top artists, which was I thought was
Have
funny.
you ever heard a song by them?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. They're like okay, technically if you look at like where they're categorized at, they're a metal band.
That's what I thought.
But
Yeah.
it is not metal like
Yeah.
you hear normally. It's not like a
Yeah.
heavy metal band from like the 80s.
Right. And she had her listening age same as yours too, like
Oh,
similar.
really?
Yeah.
And then number 3 was One Dance by Drake, which is a song that I
Mm.
was going to use for an audition, but I changed my mind. So
Yeah.
as you can see, my other 2 songs were audition songs and they were a little bit higher. Number 2 was Rock Your Body by Justin Timberlake. And number 1 was Sugar We're Going Down by Fall Out Boy. And that song I listened to 30 times. So
Oh,
you can see the
nice.
difference in between me and Erica's top songs. She listened to
Yeah.
hers 113, mine only
So
30.
what's crazy is that I have a lot of new song or I listen to a lot of new songs, but I'll also like beat a dead horse with a song. Like apparently I'll listen to it like 100 times. Like, geez.
I hate re-listening to songs. Like
Oh, that's funny.
I don't re-listen even if it's my favorite song. I'll go to
Mm-hmm.
similar songs like that because I don't want to outplay it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
want to get
I
tired
listen
of
to them a
it.
lot. I looked through you guys this year. Something I liked that's new this year is that if you go to your top 100 songs of the year playlist it makes you, it shows how much you listened to every single song on the list, which I
Hmm.
thought was really cool. I had a lot in the hundreds plays, like a lot.
Really?
Yes,
I 30 was my highest,
that's
obviously, and then
wild.
everything else was like 5.
I'm gonna look, you guys. Let's see. I'm actually
Let's
curious,
see
like my
mine
top
too.
100, like what's at the bottom of the list, how many times I listened to that.
Let's see.
Obviously, mine
Let's
starts at
see.
113, and then my least listened to songs, Marissa, are 32.
My last one on this list from okay, so let's see. I have like maybe halfway through, it's 5 songs or 5 listens to each
Whoa.
song.
So I listened to my least listened songs on the playlist more than your most listened
Yeah.
song. That's crazy. You guys, I've never thought of this, but this would be super fun. I'm going to share the links to our top playlists,
Mm.
mine and Marissa, so you guys can check them out and see what songs we listen to most. Mine's obviously, wait, you guys, this is so bad. Can you see the Morgan Wallen album influence? The whole album's probably there. Do you see that?
That's
Guys, that's
crazy.
so
I mean, I'll
crazy.
just do a quick scroll through mine. Like none of them are
Very
the same
diverse.
album
Yeah.
cover. That's
Yeah, you
so
have a nice
funny.
mix. No, mine all are at the top too, like the whole album. I obviously liked
Yeah,
it. Speaking of albums,
obviously.
I listened to 34 different albums this year. I don't understand how that works because I guess it doesn't count an album if you only listen to one song from it, I'm assuming.
I'm
Um,
assuming
because
it's
then
like
it would be
listen to
way
the
more.
entire album.
Yeah. Or maybe they have like a threshold of like 3 or more songs. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I listened to 34 different albums this year, and I bet you guys can't guess my top one. It's I'm the Problem by Morgan Wallen. And I listened to that for 7,074 minutes this year. That is
That's
nuts,
crazy.
bro.
I only listened to 11 albums this year, and I my top one was the album by Sleep Token, Even in Arcadia, and I listened to for 293 minutes.
Nice. I wonder if you did that thing where you can hide stuff from your Wrapped. I wonder if you did that for your cycle songs, what would have been like your Wrapped. Do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
so true.
Yeah, because they rolled out that feature, guys, if you don't know, especially if you have kids. I know Natalie sent me hers that hers was like all kids stuff. You can exclude them from your data or whatever,
Yeah.
which seems annoying to do because you have to like do it one by one, but it would be interesting.
Yeah, I am very curious. I mean, it
Now,
should be a lot better next year. Like, I'll just
right,
not have songs that I'm incessantly playing.
true, you'll have like way more. Yours next year will be really interesting because it might be way different than
Yeah,
your normal
I'm
one.
very, very interested.
Let's get into podcasting, you guys. This is the area where Marissa outdid me this year. I'm
I
very
do. I
impressed.
always outdo
Yeah.
everybody on
Always the
podcasts.
podcasts. That's what it gets you. So I streamed 20,214 minutes of podcasts this year.
So what does that mean your total number is at? So you had like
Oh,
70,000 minutes of music, right? Yeah,
yeah.
70,595 plus 20,000. So you were close to 100,000 minutes total.
Wait, I thought the 70,000's all of it, so really I'm at 50,000 for music. I think
Oh,
I think the
I thought that it was
70,000, well, I guess I
individual.
don't know if that's music or if that's total Spotify. I was assuming that was total Spotify and then you take out the 20
Well,
pod. I don't
if
know.
it's total Spotify, I had 43,000 minutes for music or total Spotify, and my minutes listened to podcast were
That's
36,000.
crazy, bro. I
Yeah.
wonder what it is. Okay, we'll have to look into that, but interesting.
Well, 36,643 if you want me to be
That's
specific.
so many minutes, you guys. I wish it said
I
that in
listen
days
to
as
a
well.
lot.
So our top podcasts, Marissa's is crazy on the listening hours. Mine is not changed. I think this has been it for a couple years, but mine's the Toast still. It's a daily show Monday through Friday, so I usually listen to it almost every day. And I listen to 9,381 minutes, and I'm in the top 9% of listeners.
Okay, so my top podcast was Two Girls, One Ghost, and my minutes listened was 16,503,
Crazy.
which is like more, well, it's less than half of my total minutes of podcast, and I'm in the top 1% of
That's
listeners worldwide.
crazy. Guys, sorry we didn't do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I kind of forgot. It's out of order on here,
Oh,
but that's okay.
oops.
So my top podcasts, we'll just shout them out really quick. So number 5 is the Sean Ryan Show, which I found this quite funny because I don't listen to the show at all. It's Angelo, but if we listen to it
Mm,
on my phone in the car, his episodes are on average like 2 hours or more per episode. So we'll listen to it like the whole drive to my parents and on the way back. So I think that's why it infiltrated the listening so much. It's just because they're
yeah.
long episodes. And I've
Yeah,
probably only
Angelo
listened to a
introduced this
couple.
to Kyle, and Kyle listens to it all the
Does
time
he?
now.
So does
Yeah,
Caden and Natalie too. I think they listen to the show too.
really.
It's honestly, it's a really good show and I do enjoy it when I listen, but it's not something I'm just gonna like put on myself, that's for sure.
Hmm.
Okay, so that was my number 5. Number 4, What We Said podcast. Number 3, Unsolicited Advice. Number 2, The Good Guys podcast. And number 1, The Toast. This is unsurprising. I think I rotate them the same like every year.
Yeah. Okay, mine number 5 was Get Scared, which is a podcast by the people that used to be at BuzzFeed, Shane and Ryan, but now they have their own like media company called Watcher. It used to be called Watcher Pod, but they changed halfway through the year. And the last episode of this one's going to be December 29th,
No
so I'm
way.
going to have a new top 5 spot
Oh,
next year.
wow.
Number 4 was Ladies and Tangents. Number 3 was And That's Why We Drink. 2 was Morbid, and then 1 was Two Girls, One
I sense your
Ghost.
theme here. Very
Yes.
on
So
theme.
something paranormal, something true
Yes.
crime.
I have not listened to Ladies and Tangents since I said I was like, oh, I'm kind of falling off. I have not listened
Hmm.
since. I'm like completely out.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're gonna do artists next, you guys. So let's do first our number of artists, and then I'm gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for you guys because I think it's fun.
Okay. Yeah.
So my artists, different artists listened to this year, 977. We're actually pretty close on this stat.
Yeah, I listened to 712,
That's
which I
pretty
feel
good.
like isn't surprising to me, even though all of our other numbers are kind of like crazy different. I feel like
Yeah,
it's not surprising to me that my number of artists is similar.
is yeah, high. Okay, so this is my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, my top 5. So, unsurprisingly, kind of. I was actually kind of surprised one person didn't make it in here, and I'm sad
Mm.
because I love her. But my top 5. Number 5 is Lainey Wilson. Number 4, Riley Green. Number 3, Ella Langley. Number 2, Hardy. Obviously, I think he was my number 1 last year. And number 1, Morgan Wallen. This tracks because Morgan Wallen had way more new music this year than Hardy, and I think
Oh.
that's what probably what decides what gets my top artist.
Okay. Mine number 5 was Drake, which even if I feel like I don't listen to him, he's always
He's
in my
always
top
there.
5.
He's always creeping in the top 5.
I feel like it's just because like I have certain songs that I do like to play from
Yeah.
him. I don't listen to his new music. Like
Yeah.
I haven't heard any
New Drake
songs
stuff.
from any
Yeah.
albums since like 2022.
It's just
I
those
haven't
old
listened to
ones
any of his new
kicking.
albums. Yeah.
That's funny.
Number 4 was MGK, which it tracks.
Mhm.
3 was Post Malone. He definitely
Mhm.
went down just a
He
little bit because
did.
he didn't put out any albums in 2024 or
Right.
2025, I don't think, because his country album came
It was
out in
last year.
2024.
Yeah.
And then Nick D was number 2, and then Connor Price was number 1.
Tracks. I see this for you.
And I've seen every one of these people in concert except for Drake.
Oh wow. Okay, wait, that's
I'm
cool. Let me
curious about
see.
yours.
Let's see. We've been trying so hard to go to a Riley Green and Ella Langley, which is really funny you bring that up. No, I've only seen Morgan Wallen and Hardy, but I would love to see the rest of them. I really like them.
Yeah.
We forgot to do our top artist, but my top artist, obviously Morgan
Oh,
Wallen. I listened to him for 12,694 minutes, and I'm in the top 0.04%. I feel like that's pretty decent.
yeah.
And I like how it ranks you. It ranks you as number of
It
listeners, and
doesn't for small
oh,
artists, so I
really?
don't
Oh,
have one.
dang. I'm his 46,470th fan, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So they rank us in order. So that's pretty interesting. And he is a big
Yeah.
on the global charts. He was up there this year, so I found that really interesting.
Yeah, I think it's only for like really big artists or like that, like
Interesting.
that are
That's
on
kind
the
of sad.
global
Like
charts.
they can definitely rank you guys. It's not that hard.
Probably.
I'm sure they have the
Well, my
data.
top artist was Connor Price, and I listened to him for 562 minutes, and I was in his top 0.7% of
Nice.
global fans.
Listen, less than 1%. It's true fans.
I know. And he actually just moved to Nashville, which is
No
really funny.
way. That is really funny.
Yeah. So he lives in Nashville now, and he put out his first ever album this year. He has
Oh, cool.
over, before he put out his album, he had 117 songs, but he had never made
Oh,
an album.
wow.
So
That's
he
so
put out his
interesting.
first studio album this year.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting into our clubs, guys. This is one
I
of the
liked
final
this part.
sections. This is really cute. I was really curious about what the other clubs meant because like I only read about
Hmm.
my own. So I am in Club Serotonin and my role is the curator. So it says I'm a focused playlist creator. Oh, I do make a lot of playlists. Combining the best of your club into mixes. And it says I'm in great company. 18% of global listeners are in Club Serotonin. And the club favorites, which I assume this is really based off my listening, I'm sure there's other artists in it, but mine were all country. Tucker Wetmore, Morgan Wallen, Hardy, John Party, Luke Combs, and then randomly Taylor Swift. So that is my club serotonin.
My club was the Grit Collective, and my role was the broadcaster. So I listen to
Ooh, yeah,
podcasts more than others, keeping the club conversation alive. And I'm in great company. 9% of global listeners are in
nice,
my club. And club favorites are MGK, Swaco, Kendrick Lamar, All Time Low, Sleep Token, and Fall Out Boy.
nice. That's cool. Okay, these ones are super interesting. I put in like, and I think Marissa, yeah, you did too. That's cool. I put in
Hmm.
what I was doing on these days. So these are the files, which I actually thought this was super fun. So you got like a little file cabinet basically, and it had three files, I think three or four files for you on your top days of listening and like what the theme was. So
Hmm.
I have my first one. It was my most energetic listening day, January 2nd, 2025, which I wrote when I went in my calendar. And I was like, what was I doing on this day? Why did I get this? I was at Pam's house because we went there for New Year's Eve. And then I had dinner with Angela's friends, Noah and Maria in Cincinnati. And then we drove back to Columbus. I think driving might be a big part of this,
Hmm.
2 hour drive. So it says, the day I let 17 high octane tracks ride shotgun all day long. From Sunrise Podcast to a relentless run of Morgan Wallen, Hardy, and Ella Langley, you stacked 17 high energy country tracks morning and night. The queue barely paused. With Gone Country and Give Heaven Some Hell leading the charge, I have 676 minutes, 187 tracks, and 60 artists in that day alone. So that was my most energetic day of the year. And it says filed under All Day Shuffle and Country Marathon. So that's my first one. Do you want to alternate?
Sure. I have five.
Oh,
So
okay. I only have four.
I think you only have four. Okay, my first one was June 21st, 2025, and it was my
Mm.
biggest music listening day. On that day, we drove overnight on the 20th to my mother-in-law's lake house,
Oh,
and
yep.
we sat by the pool all day on the 21st, and I was the one that hooked up to aux. And
Okay.
so this is probably going to sound like not my music taste because I put it on country pool day because I knew everybody
Oh,
else would
that's how
like
you got
that.
country in your top five,
Yes,
probably.
most likely. It says the day you rode a pop rap sunrise into a country sunset.
That's
Early
funny.
morning kicked off with a Nick D and Connor Price pop rap relay, and then the afternoon dove headfirst into country. Morgan Wallen, Luke Combs, and Florida Georgia Line anchoring a marathon poolside country mix.
I
By
can't get used to
evening,
this.
by evening, Kygo and Beyonce kept the summer energy
Okay.
flowing. 335 minutes, 113 tracks, 101 artists, your biggest music
Wow.
day of the year, filed under country crossover pool party shuffle. And
I'm
it's totally
so
because we
excited.
drove overnight. So in the morning, like whatever hours of the early morning we were driving, Kyle and I were
Yeah,
listening to music we like, Nick D and Connor Price. Then I put on the poolside country mix.
right.
And then I probably put on like something else that was like poolside, like hype mix or something like
Right.
that.
I was like so excited to hear all my people in the top. I was like, whoa, this is never going to happen again. That's so
I know.
fun. I love it. All right, my next one is from April 15th, 2025, which ironically it's my mom's birthday. And I don't think I saw her that day even. And the only other thing I was doing was staying in a hotel because me and Angelo were staying near his base because he was doing a course. So this is when we were like living
Mhm.
in a hotel for 2 weeks. Just a random day though. So this was my most diverse day. The day I let 27 genres crash my country parade. Early
Oh,
morning spun through Morgan Wallen, Hardy, and Ella Langley, but by midday, pop, rock, and hip hop made surprise cameos. Arctic Monkeys, Kendrick Lamar, and Paramore all showed up. Even a podcast break couldn't anchor the day. 479 minutes, 146 tracks, 122 artists, my most diverse day with 27 genres on the roster. And it was filed under genre switchboard and playlist roulette. Very fun.
my next one was July 21st, 2025. And this was my biggest podcast listening day.
Ooh.
And I looked at the calendar and I literally was just at work. This was a Monday.
Hmm.
And so I must have been like doing lab work or like
On
doing
repeat.
something that I could just have in the background and like focus and like listen in the background. So it says, the day you let podcasts haunt every hour of your waking world. From
Wow.
early morning tickle tales. What?
Oh, what?
How does it
The
say that?
hell?
From early morning tickle tales on Two Girls, One Ghost to an
Oh,
afternoon dive into morbid and a haunted house debate with Get Scared, you filled the day with 7 podcast episodes, no music, just stories.
hmm.
500 minutes, 3 shows, 7 episodes, your biggest podcast day of the year, and a perfect echo to your annual listening habits. Filed under Ghost Story Marathon True Crime Detour.
That's super interesting.
It was.
Mine's not. Mine's more country. May 16th, 2025. This is ironically another person in my family's birthday, my cousin Paige. Shout out. The birthdays have nothing to do with it. That's just like what was on my
Yeah.
calendar. And then we had a friend's birthday dinner this night, but like I don't think any of that was the reason my music is this way, but apparently it's my biggest music listening day of the year, which I found interesting. It says the day I let Morgan Wallen wait, I wonder when his album dropped. I should look up. Wait, when
Oh.
did Morgan Wallen. I wonder if that was album drop day because that would make way more sense. Let's see if
I'm curious. It
me
probably
too.
is.
I wonder if May 16th, 2025.
Yep,
Shut
it
up.
was.
Okay, so I cracked the code on that. I was like, this makes no sense. All right. That's the day I let Morgan Wallen turn my queue into a never-ending honky-tonk loop. From late night Lainey Wilson opener to a sunrise Morgan Wallen binge, literally right in the morning, I turned it on. You let the entire I'm the Problem album spin on repeat throughout the morning, afternoon, and evening. Even podcasts couldn't break the spell. Just a brief detour before the album rolled on. 582 minutes, 187 tracks, 8 artists, my biggest music day, all Wallen all day. Filed under album loop marathon and country immersion. That's super
That's
funny that
funny.
that was the release day. That makes sense.
That was really funny. Okay. Next one was August 15th, 2025. So on this day, it was my most energetic day. And that day,
Hmm.
our friends Dakota and Cameron came to visit, and I worked
Oh,
early, and then we went
nice.
to happy hour at Dave and Buster's.
I remember that.
Yeah. So it says the day you let ghosts narrate your most punk fueled night.
Oh, okay.
Morning and afternoon were haunted by Two Girls, One Ghost, but evening you cranked up the energy, looping throughout Fall Out Boy, All Time Lows, Sleep Token, and a full blown pop punk relay. 324 minutes, 52 tracks, 36 artists, your most energetic day with a ghost story prelude to an emo fueled finale. Filed under Angst Marathon and Haunted
LOL.
Detours.
That's
I'm
funny.
sure that we probably came home and like played music in the background while we were like
Right.
playing games, and me and like Dakota or something, or me and Kyle said something.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay, this is my last one. This is July 9th, 2025, and it says I did nothing. Work from home, did nothing all day, but this tracks for a work from home day for me. So this
Yeah.
is my biggest podcast listening day, July 9th, and it's the day that I let Good Guys podcast fill every minute and then snuck in some Wallen at the end. I like that. You started the day with My Girl and then let 9 straight episodes of Good Guys fill every hour, from massage debates to courtroom chaos and even a Chase Crawford cameo. Morgan Wallen's I'm the Problem track only snuck in after sunset. 402 minutes, 9 podcast episodes, my biggest podcast day all year, filed under Podcast Marathon and Good Guys Marathon. I'm like, their podcast is not timely, so
Yeah.
I'll like not listen for a little while and then I'll just binge them all in one day. So that tracks for me.
Oh, uh-huh. Okay, I have two more. So both of these happened in November, which is
Ooh,
funny. So November 4th,
I just thought of the title.
2025, it was my most nostalgic day. And this was the day that I had to run to re-record three of my songs to resubmit for training before
Yeah.
running to a volleyball game. And it says, the day you rode memory lane on a cycle bar bike and never got
How does it
off.
know that?
I have no idea.
That is so cool.
It says morning podcast at the stage, but by mid morning you hit the gas with Kiss Me Through the Phone, replay, and yeah, all
Hey.
spinning back from years past. Evening doubled down on Def Leppard, Drake, and pop punk with Pour Some Sugar on Me, Seven Nation
Mm,
Army making repeat appearances. 368 minutes, 85 tracks, 86 artists. Your most nostalgic day of the year. Almost all of these. So replay, yeah, Pour Some Sugar on Me, and Seven Nation Army were all songs in the playlist that I re-recorded that
that's so
day.
funny. Did you name
So
your playlist Cycle Bar? I wonder if
no,
that's how it knew. Or maybe
it
if you
was like
listened to other playlists called Cycle Bar. I don't know how it would know
I don't
that.
know, maybe. And then it says
That's
filed under
cool.
cycle flashbacks and retro RPMs.
Wait, that's so funny. I love
I
that.
know.
Also, those are definitely nostalgic songs. Love.
Definitely. And then November 7th was my last one, and this was my most diverse day. This day
Hmm.
was the day I taught my first ever cycle bar class,
Wow.
and I must have gone home and started listening to a bunch of music to like make more
Yeah.
playlists in the future. So it says the day you let your cue play genre roulette and Ghosts took the mic.
Hey.
Overnight, you looped from 5 Seconds of Summer to Queen, then spun through New Music Friday and EDM Dungeon before Two Girls, One Ghost took over for hours of supernatural stories. By evening, Drake, Nicki Minaj, and Lil Wayne tag teamed with bursts of pop rock and Latin. 460 minutes, 66 artists, the most diverse day of the year. Filed under
Wow.
playlist Shapeshifter and Spooky Side Quest.
Wow. I can't believe these are
I
like
know.
really good. Yours were definitely a little more fun than mine, I fear. Mine were all just like country, country again.
You listen
Morgan
to Morgan
Wallen.
Wallen a
Yeah.
hundred
Like a
times.
million times today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are really fun though. I think Spotify Wrapped was pretty good this year. I'll have to agree with that.
hmm I agree.
All right. Heading on to We Run on Coffee Wrapped. We have many things to talk about, so we could just alternate. But first of
Okay.
all, you guys, we have the most insane looking increase in new audience year over year. We're up 999% in new audience from
I'm
last year
so
to this
curious
year.
how it does that. Like, is it? I don't understand
I don't
how
know.
it can be such an insane increase.
And guys, keep in mind this is only Spotify listenership, so I know like
Yeah,
some of our family listens on Apple Podcasts or whatever, so that's not included in this. But yeah,
yeah. Well, it says 990% total new audience, but our total followers increased by 19%.
yeah,
So I feel like those 19% like switched with people of the previous year. So I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. So, our top episode, now this one I found very interesting and I thought was really cool. On Spotify, our top episode this year was episode number 60, which was Let's Talk About the Big Five Personality Test, also known as the Ocean Model. And this one was played 187% more than
Hmm.
our average episode gets played. So that was cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it says that our show is in the top 20% of videos on Spotify. But I'm
Hey,
curious how many videos on Spotify there are. So, like, how does it
yeah.
quantify this?
Honestly, some of the biggest podcasts that I listen to still only do their video on YouTube. They don't do it on Spotify.
Oh,
I don't know
that
why. So
makes
I do think
sense.
like it's definitely a smaller pool than top podcasts
Yeah.
would be,
Okay.
but still cool. 20%. That's good.
Yeah.
Top 20%. Overall, Spotify alone, we reached 28 countries this year. Not necessarily new ones, but just in total, I think is what that
Yeah.
is.
In our top countries, I'm not sure if this is in order, but it
They
goes
have numbers.
Canada.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's number 5.
Oh,
I
okay.
know it's really
Number
small.
5 is Canada. Number 4 is Switzerland. Number 3 is Sweden. Number 2, Australia. And the number 1
Wow.
is the United States.
Australia being number 2 is pretty cool. I can't believe Canada's 5. That's surprising to
Yeah.
me. You would just expect Canada just because it's right there, you know?
Yeah, it just
That's
touches.
cool. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do now is our top show. Like you guys know, we
Uh-huh.
just read our top 5 podcasts. So we were in the top 10 podcasts for 42 listeners on Spotify.
And we're a top 5 show for 30.
And we're the number 1 show, number 1 podcast for 10 listeners on Spotify, which is still unbelievable to me. I can't believe we're a number 1 show for anybody. So if that's you, please post it on your story and tag us. No one ever does
I
this, but
had
like, I want to
two
know.
people I had two people send
Really?
it to me. So one
No
of them is
way.
my friend Hunter. We're her top
Aw,
podcast.
that's so
And
cool.
then the other one is somebody that I was friends with in college. Her
Wait,
name is
that's so
Kylie.
cool. I'm so excited about that. Thanks for sending, guys. I have not seen any, so I'm just like, who are these random 10? And I know
Yeah.
it's not like Natalie because she's not listening on Spotify. So I'm like, who are you? That's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm curious about the other 8. Like I said,
Me
I only know
too.
2 of them.
Yeah.
And then it says our top fans streamed us 5.4 times more than everyone else, which I guess makes sense. It's only
Ooh.
about 5 times more than the other people in the not top fans.
Yes, 10% of our fans, podcast fans, binged 2+ episodes in one day, which I find
That's
interesting.
not that many, I
No,
guess.
it's not a ton, but I'm kind of surprised by that. We only release every 2 weeks, so I'm like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, and then only 20% of you played an episode within the first 24 hours of the episode being dropped. So
So
none
that
of you
makes
were
more
timely.
sense. Yeah, that makes more sense with binging 2 or more episodes because you didn't
Yeah.
listen in the 24 hours, so that makes sense. Okay.
Uh-huh.
This one's kind of fun. So this is the top artists of our fans, which I found really
Mhm.
interesting. So number 5 is Bad Bunny. Number 4 is Drake. He's coming back. 3, Sabrina
Interesting.
Carpenter. 2, Morgan Wallen, and 1, Taylor Swift. So that's your guys' favorite artists that listen to us. That's interesting.
Yeah. And then it showed the top audiobooks of people
This is
too.
cool.
So I am very curious like who's listening to these ones. But
Right.
5 was Happy Place by Emily Henry. 4 was Ministry of Time by Kellyanne Bradley. Number 3 was Becoming by Michelle Obama. 2 was The Crash by Frida McFadden. And number 1 was I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy.
It's cool to see one of our book club books on the list. That's
Yeah,
kind of
it
fun.
is.
And Marissa did recommend everyone to listen to the audio version of that. So maybe you
Yes.
guys listened. I have Happy Place by Emily Henry like in my bookshelf and I need to read it. But
Really?
I have not yet. I've heard it's good. But that's really cool. And then finally we have top 5 of your guys' other favorite podcasts. So number 5 is Huberman Lab. Number 4 is Modern Wisdom. Number 3 is The Toast. Number 2 is Smosh Reads Reddit Stories. And number 1 is Not Another D&D Podcast. That one was a real like random
Yeah,
one to me. I'm like, who's listening to so much of that? Like we've never even talked about D&D. But it's
I know.
interesting.
And then we have 3 awards. So it says
Yes.
a 2025 marathon show. Fans listen to you longer than 82% of other
I
shows.
like that. Thank you
I
guys.
know.
We have
And then,
a
oh yeah, you can go.
2025 talked about show. So we received more comments than 89% of
Hmm.
other shows, which is really cool. Now, what that tells me is that people do not comment a lot on Spotify, which is
Yeah.
okay. But we definitely did get a few comments here and there. So that's cool.
Yeah. And then we were also a 2025 most shared show. We
Wow.
received more shares than 70% of other shows.
I wonder if I have anything to do with that. Like when I share the
Maybe.
episodes, I don't know if
Maybe.
that's like infiltrated by me or not, but yeah, that's pretty cool. So, first of all, thank you guys. That is
Yeah.
crazy. These are good stats. And I also I really like that they did the top 5 artist shows and audiobooks
Yeah.
because
I
it's
do
interesting
too.
to hear what else you guys listen to and a lot of it does not relate to our podcast as much as I thought it might. Like it's very
Yeah.
diverse
It
taste,
makes
but
me curious to listen to those audiobooks or like read those books.
I know, and especially the Freedom McFadden one, I haven't read that yet, so
Mm-hmm.
might have to
Me
put it on the
neither.
list. But,
I know.
anyways, all that to say, that is We Run on Coffee Wrapped. And speaking of We Run on Coffee Wrapped, we have an announcement. Marissa, do
We
you want to say?
do. As the podcast, as you know it, is going to come to a
Why am I hot?
close.
I'm nervous.
So it's going to look maybe a little bit different coming in 2026. Me and Erica have a lot of things crazy going on in our lives.
Yeah,
Obviously, Erica's getting married. I have a new puppy that's going crazy all the time. I am going into cycle
you have the
training.
side
And
hustle.
yes, we have all of our side hustles. Erica obviously does her YouTube, and we want to be able to make sure that she has a little bit more time to be passionate about that. That doesn't mean that this is never going to happen again, but it might look a little bit different in the future if it does come back in 2026.
Yeah, the end of the podcast, as you know it, you guys, is going to come as a shock to a lot of people. And anyone I've told in real life, which is not that many people, but anyone I've told,
Uh-huh.
they're like, no way. Like, they're actually really
Really?
sad. Yeah. And
I
I'm like,
know.
I'm sorry, guys. It's just,
I
It's what it
told
is.
Hunter because I knew that she loved listening, and
Yeah.
that's what kind of forced us into our bestie chat every week, because she said
Love.
that she uses that to keep up to date with my life, because both of
Right.
us are really bad at talking on the phone.
Yeah.
So I think that while it's a sad thing because we're not going to do it often, it gives me and Erica more of an opportunity to talk as like friends and family other than just
Yeah.
like business things. And it also
It's
gives us
true.
more of an opportunity to like connect with people in real time, because I know that we did use this. I mean, I used this as an excuse to be able to connect with people,
Yeah.
but it's not the best way because it's one-sided.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, you guys. I don't want to let the podcast die, so like we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Hmm.
Me and Marissa have talked about like what could it look like? I don't know, but as of now, we're taking a break. We're putting it on pause, and this is our last episode of the year anyway, normally. So it's not
This
like
is
we're leaving
normally
you
that's
hanging.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
gives us like a month or two to be able to figure out what it can look like and see if there is a way to make it work in a new way.
yeah, that's it, you guys. Can't believe it,
Yay.
but say goodbye to us, and maybe goodbye, maybe see you later. We'll see.
Yes,
But yeah.
VOC.
That is the big news. That is literally We Run on Coffee wrapped. I thought that was kind of like a really
It
crazy
was. I liked
coincidence.
it.
Yeah. So, the usual. Thank you for watching. We love you guys. We will miss you guys. And we hope you have a really good holiday season and a really
Yes.
good, prosperous 2026. And if you have words of the year, let us know. That's something we normally talk
Yeah.
about. So I'm
I
excited
know.
to
I was
do
just
all my
thinking about
planning.
what mine's going to be in
Yeah,
2026.
I have no idea. I was trying to
I
think
have no
about it and
idea either.
I haven't thought of anything yet, but it'll be interesting to
No,
see.
not yet.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's it, you guys. This is our podcast wrapped, our Spotify wrapped, everything wrapped in a nice
Wrapped.
bow. Everything's wrapped. Wrap it before you tap it. LOL. Anyways,
Indeed.
yeah, that's all. And we will not see you next week. Wait a minute.
And we hope you have the
That's
best
all. And
end
we
of your
love you guys.
2025.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.
And with that, I'm Erica.
And I'm Marissa. And we run on coffee.